everyone, I am Niharika John Mehra and welcome to the English workbook. In this video, I'm going to discuss and I'm going to share something very important which will help you in improving your spoken English. So there are two points I want to take, and I will also share something from my own life that I have experienced that will help you to relate with what I want to share with all of you. But before going ahead, make sure that you have subscribed our channel and hit that bell icon so that you keep getting all the updates. Also do like and share the video. Okay, let's now begin. I want to talk about these 2 points, and these two are the things that hold us from getting good at spoken English. So important, you see. We know vocabulary. There are many of my students, they are really good at vocabulary part, and I have also seen students, I have been interacting with such students and learners. They are so good in grammar, but then there comes a point, where spoken English becomes a challenge. So, from my life, from my experience, I believe there are two things, and these two things, if we learn how to handle these things, if we learn how to overcome these barriers, let me tell you, you will see your English on next level. Okay, so wherever you are, you will definitely see improvement. So the first thing is convenience. Okay, I want to talk about this point. We feel convenient when it comes to our mother tongue. Now, I would like to share my story with all of you. What made me to speak more in English and use Hindi not at all. The time when I met some of my church people, I have a church group, and in that group, people are from northeastern states. Okay, now they don't know Hindi at all. I don't know their language at all. I don't know Mizoram people, they speak in their own tribal language. I don't know what languages their people from Nagaland they speak. So they all have their different language, and not just different languages are there, but these languages are their tribal language. Okay, the only option for me to communicate with them was English. That was the point where I was left with no other possible way but to use English for communicating and for sharing things with them, to be friends with them. Communication is important. So I came to that point where I had no option. Now, from that, I learned this thing. Till the time I have people around me, and they are convenient in speaking in their mother tongue, I will also follow the same thing. I have always done that. Okay. Actually, I should rephrase. I had done that. I don't do it now. But then this thing happens a lot. And I believe this is the very same thing you guys might be facing. When it comes to our social circle, we all tend to communicate, speak in the language we are comfortable in. But it is so important that we come out of that comfort zone. We have to take a decision, okay? We have to take the step towards improving ourselves, that we won't be just okay with using our mother tongue, or whatever is the language which we speak every time when it is convenient. I will step out of my comfort zone and I will start using English. This is for those people who really want to work on their spoken English skills. Okay, so I'm not against any other language. I'm not saying stop using Hindi, Marathi, Bengali, whatever is your mother tongue. But if you are the person struggling in improving in spoken English, do this thing. Make it a choice that if you will be talking to your friends, your social circle, in that case, you will prefer using English. Okay, that's how you should be doing it. Sometimes you will be bound, like I was in my case. I had no choice, so you can make some friends, and these friends could be from some different language speaking background. Okay, so that will force you. If you cannot discipline yourself, put yourself in such a situation where you will be forced to speak in English. Now, with me, the case was it just happened. Okay, it just took place. This whole scenario, this event, it just happened. I met those people. We were like leading services in our church, so we had to work that out. But then you can do the same kind of thing for yourself by taking first step towards being friends with someone, and this someone could be a person who is not at all good, or maybe very little knowledge is there of the language which you speak. So in that case, what will happen? Ultimately, you will take help of English to speak to the person and to communicate with that person, or maybe multiple people are there in your group. So first thing is, stop being those people, those people who always are after, okay, it's convenient to convey, to talk, to speak in Hindi, in other language, so we will keep doing it, because that will never help you out, and that will keep on stopping you from being good at spoken English. I hope you're understanding this point. Point number 2. Okay, so this is overcoming fears. Certain fears I want to talk about. I did mention a little bit of this thing in my previous video, how to improve spoken English. For those who have still not watched the video, I will try pinning it somewhere here on the top so you can directly watch that video. But for now, understand, once we are done with having a circle, okay, now we have made a circle, we have people around us and they are from different language background. Okay, now this is done. The first barrier is now gone. Second thing comes, once you are there, okay, with other people, are you keeping quiet just because you feel shy, or you feel that their English is better than yours? Is that the case? This should not happen. So first of all, you should be prepared to keep your thoughts across. Okay, you should be making yourself ready that even if you make some mistakes, okay, it happens with me also. So even if you make some mistakes, it is okay. Even if there are people who may sometimes laugh at you, okay, happened with me again. It's fine. Ultimately, I am exercising the whole thing for my personal improvement. I want to see myself growing and being a better English speaking person. I don't know even that's a term, but to explain, English speaking person. In that case, I have to go through this kind of experience. Sometimes we may make blunder, like I did not knew it. Knew it? We never say any other form, but we one were first form after did. I did not know it. But it is okay. It's fine. No one is perfect. So you need to learn this technique to digest your own mistakes, and don't hold yourself just because you are making mistakes here and there. Okay, this is the first kind of fear that people face. They have everything around them, but then they are so afraid to speak, to put their thoughts across, that they won't speak at all. They will keep all things in their mind. They will just answer, okay, yes, no, maybe. They just use small phrases, but they are not able to express themselves. We need to do that, okay? We need to do that. We need to learn how well we can do. It may not be 100% in the first go. Maybe what you wanted to say, you were only able to communicate 50% of it. Again, that is so okay. Trust me, guys, it's totally fine. It's totally fine. I will tell you one more story. So I have a friend, okay, I won't mention his name, and he has this bad habit. He is good at English, let me tell you, but he has developed this habit. He always used wrong pronoun. For a lady, by default he will say he, and for a man, he just, I don't know what happens. He just mix these words, and for a man he will say she. Okay, and that also when he is speaking publicly, this happens with him. Okay, and nothing to be afraid about, that this may happen to you. What people will think, you will make mess of things around you. it won't happen that way. We have told him, we have corrected him, now he is doing better. It has not gone completely, but then he hardly makes the same mistake now. But he has accepted that he made that mistake. He has taken step towards correcting it, but he never stopped speaking in English. Okay, he never took that route that, okay, my regional language, my mother tongue is more convenient. Let me use that. Let me take words from that language and convey what I want to say. Okay, so he never did that, and I respect him for this decision. You need to do the same. Okay, even if there is something which goes wrong grammatically, it's fine. You can always correct it. Okay, our life is a learning process, so we keep on learning till we are in our old age. So that's fine. That's fine. Don't run after using fancy words alone. Communication is not about using fancy big words, but it is about communicating in a very clear manner. Clarity should be given priority to. And then, yes, you have to work on grammar, but that's fine. Don't compare yourself with the person sitting in front of you. Even though the person with whom you are, that person may be very good in English, okay, very good. Don't feel intimidated by the person. I believe the worst thing that can happen in such cases is the person is going to make fun of you, which is okay. You just need to learn how to handle it, how to take it, and forget it. I mean, what should be the reason or why it should be like this, that a second person, someone else, is stopping you from your personal growth? Understand, this is very deep. Okay, so overcome these fears. What people will think, am I speaking right English or not? And sometimes you see, you can be slow. You can speak in your mother tongue in a very fast speed. Okay, so we pick up that speed when we speak in a mother tongue, but it's okay if you are not able to do the same when you are using English. So you can be slow, you can be soft, you can take your time and frame your sentences. That's how I started. I right now, if you see me, some of the times I'm like really quick in saying things, and that's not always good, by the way. But yes, it will come over a period of time. Slow and steady, you can learn English. You can practice spoken English, and it will give you such a joy and satisfaction that at least you are trying. You are not giving up. After some days, maybe you will be able to speak like Dr. Shashi Tharoor. Not a problem, okay? But take your first step. Don't think of what will happen if the person criticizes you, or maybe they make fun of you, or anything else. That should not bother you. Your improvement is in your hands. You need to make certain decisions. You need to take some calls, and yes, that's how you improve in English. So these two things I wanted to mention. Quick recap. First is stop taking the convenient route. And the second thing is all these fears are to be kept aside. I hope this video has helped you guys, and I will try making more videos on giving you some tips when it comes to spoken English. Even it will help me to share my experiences with you guys. Maybe some of you will get connected to those things, or maybe you can understand, maybe you are in the same shoes. So I will try to provide more videos on this topic. Thank you so much for watching the video. Once again, keep liking and sharing, guys. We'll be seeing you soon. Take care. Bye bye.